throwing it.
Okay.
All right, Amir. Thanks.
Significance.
Significance. All right.
Oh,
So,
wow. I missed
so tell me something significant. What did we learn? Give us some really good piece of information from this week.
Like, wasn't the economy like booming at this time?
Yeah, absolutely. So we were focusing that the 1920s is booming during this time period. We had just ended the war, the economy had changed, and we're seeing that it's booming. Give me an example of how it's booming.
You have higher income, average income.
Okay, so we have higher average income during this time period. Absolutely.
And like there's more products.
Okay, so there's a variety of products out there. Are they making lives easier using these products? What are some examples?
Refrigerators.
Refrigerators, absolutely. What else?
Washing machines.
And who was the washing machines helping out?
The women.
The women, absolutely. They were taking as much time to clean their houses. All right, you can toss it to somebody else.
Booming, you could say this time period was roaring.
Who is it? You said who?
Yeah.
All right, give me a who.
Henry Ford.
Okay.
And he didn't create the automobile, but he used the assembly line to create the automobile, which made it much cheaper for the people so the common man could afford it.
Yes. Do you remember the statistic that we
that's how
talked
I
about?
said it.
Wasn't it like 1 in 5?
Yeah, there was one automobile for every 5 Americans during this time period.
And
Good job.
What
Right.
colors could you get?
Only black.
Any color
Any
you
color
want.
you want, as long as
it
it's
was
black.
Black. All right, who are you going to throw it to?
I don't know who wants it.
The common man.
Someone's got to grab
Thank
it.
you guys.
Someone's got to grab it.
Leanne, pick it up.
Leanne, toss it to somebody. Call out their name and toss it.
Marcus.
Oh, bloody.
All right, Marcus, what did it land on?
Significance.
All right, give me something significant about this time period that we're learning.
The first transatlantic flight Charles Lindbergh performed.
Okay, first transatlantic flight. Why are the airplanes so significant during this time period?
Because they can cut down time in traveling. You wouldn't
Okay.
have to travel the world by boat anymore.
Absolutely.
Mail can also travel faster.
Okay, so they were using it for mail as well as passengers, correct? They were
Yes.
using it for both. All right, let's throw it to somebody else. Call out their name and throw it.
Atlanta.
Who didn't even
That
come
was a
near
terrible
you?
throw.
Near.
All right, Elena, what'd you get?
Significant.
Significance? All right, give us something else significant about this time period.
Girls are cutting their hair and wearing shorter dresses.
Okay, and what were they called during this time period?
Flappers.
Okay, so why is that significant? Why is this different than before the
It
1920s?
was a big advancement in like women being more individual and having more freedom.
Okay, absolutely. And what brought us to this advancement? Kind of what built up to them doing this?
Without women being able to vote.
Absolutely, 100%. Women being able to vote, so that we're getting this new independence that we had not experienced before the 1920s. Great answer. Okay, let's toss it to someone.
We should
Call out
toss
their
it to
name.
Delaney.
I don't know. Diana. Oh, you are.
All right, Diana. What did it land on?
Where?
Where? Okay, so give us a where. I know, it's like we've learned so much, it's like, where? Where?
United States.
The United States. That was an easy
I've
one.
learned it.
Okay, but let's see, can you think of somewhere within the United States we learned about though?
Anything
Maybe.
happen in Wyoming?
Ooh, that was a good one. What happened in Wyoming? You forgot, anyone help her out?
Teapot Dome scandal.
The Teapot Dome scandal, what was the Teapot Dome scandal?
Wasn't that when it was in Albuquerque Fall? He leased land to other companies. Yeah.
What was on that land though? What was so significant?
Oil.
Oil reserves, yes.
Oil.
And what ended up happening to Mr. Fall? What is he known for?
The scandal.
The scandal, but he was the first of something. We always say the first is significant. So what was he the first to do?
Be convicted.
To be convicted while of a felony while being in cabinet. So,
First cabinet official.
all right, good job. Who are you gonna toss it to? Do one more. Who's that one person? Claire? Okay. What'd you land on?
Where?
I see a barcode. I saw a thing on barcode.
All right, give me another where. Give me another place that we talked about.
Oh goodness, I don't, the Harlem Renaissance, wasn't that in
Okay, we haven't gotten to that, so when we were wrap up, but yeah, the Harlem Renaissance, great way to transition into what we're learning today. So, can anyone give me an idea what they think the Harlem Renaissance is about, or if you've learned in another class about the Harlem Renaissance?
Jazz.
Jazz, okay, Diana, you got any?
Black, African American literature,
Okay, so it's gonna be the African Americans during this time period? Music, jazz, art,
Going back to their culture.
going back to their culture. Where have you learned this before? In other history classes?
Globetrotters.
Eighth grade.
This is my first rodeo.
Miss Walton, this isn't your
All
first
right.
rodeo.
Okay, well, sounds good. Let's pull out our PowerPoint slides. We're gonna finish up that last little section on the Harlem Renaissance.